What is up, YouTube? Today's session, quick and intense. It is legs plus abs plus high intensity, which is going to equal your body being Jello. So go ahead and like that bad boy before we start the workout. And also I have Instagram and Twitter that are another social media. I'd be really grateful if you come be my friend. Without further ado, let's go kill this session. See you guys in a bit. Before we start this workout, I need you to repeat, I can do this, I am strong, I'm gonna kill this workout. Over and over and over until you get it done. And let's get to it. Today's warm up is pretty simple, you guys. I'm just gonna get my body warm by doing some dynamic stretching, opening up my shoulders. Whenever I do anything that's high intensity, I like to just do a quick full body stretch, moving my whole entire body. It must be a gymnast thing. These are tornado twists. Please use those with caution. Go slow until you know your body. Right into duck squats. If you are working on hip mobility, hold this position for 2 to 3 minutes. Hip mobility is really important when it comes to lifting and especially having proper technique when lifting. So highly suggest doing duck squats when trying to work on hip flexibility. Again, there is no set time to do any of these stretches. Go until you feel warm. Make sure you do something though. You do not want to start this workout on cold muscles. It's brutal. So today's workout is going to be a minute of plyos, a minute of abs. You're going to start with squat to split lunges, 30 seconds on each leg. Again, make sure your knee is in alignment with your second and third toe. If you don't feel comfortable doing this exercise, I will show a modification here shortly. You can do it on the ground. If you get too fatigued that you are not able to jump up onto the boxes, please move down to the ground. We don't want any gym bloopers. As always, keep your core in tight to help with your balance, pressing that big toe down as soon as those feet land. You also want to be light on your feet. You don't want to be jamming your joints when you land, so try to be as powerful through those hips as you can. If your legs are becoming Jello, again, this is the alternative squat to lunge on floor. 30 seconds on each leg. And then we are going to go right into abs. We're going to do single leg V-ups. When you do this, make sure your lower back is pressed to the floor as much as possible. We want to engage that core and we want to prevent any lower back injury. When your back does come off the floor, that lets you know that your stomach is not engaging anymore and your lower back is taking over. So make the exercise simpler so you can use proper technique. To make this exercise simpler, you can simply bend the knee instead of keeping it straight.
When you need me, you can call me. I'm never too far. Like a soldier, I'll come marching.
After you are done with abs, we are going to go into a 15-second break, and then we're going to go right into another minute of plyos. My legs were already starting to feel it. So, second exercise. We are going to be doing a reverse lunge off of the side of the box to a knee drive. If you want to make this exercise more difficult to really spike the heart rate, you can add a hop. Be careful on the way down. Make sure your foot is in contact with it. I lost my balance there a little bit because I wasn't pressing my big toe down. The tighter your core is, the more stabilization you're going to have. Focus on getting depth in the reverse lunge to really blast those quads and engage those glutes. I find using my arms helps keep a rhythm. As you can see, I'm struggling. When you are struggling for air or your muscles feel like they're on fire, push through. That is when change does happen, and that's when you're going to get mentally stronger and realize just how cool you are.
Marching right to where you are. When you're tired of the rain, I can keep you dry. Clearing the clouds that may fill your sky.
Oof, that was rough. Now on to the second ab exercise. We are going to be doing windshield wipers. These are going to target the obliques and your transverse abdominis, as well as some intercostals and a few other direct ab muscles. If the straight legs is too hard, go ahead and bend your knees. The goal on windshield wipers is to keep your shoulders flat against the ground with only your lower half moving. This is really going to isolate those muscles. If your shoulder is coming off the ground, don't lower your legs as far. And make sure you're engaging your core by pulling your lower belly to your back. That is super important. And fight through it.
The battle becomes daunting. Yeah, I'll give you my all. I'll give you my all. I'll give you my all.
And 15-second break. Really take advantage of this 15 seconds. I know it goes by fast, but embrace it. Love it. Enjoy it. Our next one is going to be squat hops. This is our third plyo, so make sure that you are giving yourself positive thoughts, feeding yourself, I can do this, I am strong, it's only a minute, it's only 30 seconds. Make sure you are going all the way down, all the way up, knee in alignment with that second and third toe, stomach engaged, chest upright. If you feel uncomfortable doing squats up onto the box, you can just do squat hops on the ground, which I'll demonstrate here in a second. The key to this plyo exercise is keeping a rhythm. Try not to take breaks. Try not to stop. It is only a minute long. Yes, I know that minute feels like forever, but you can do it and push through. And then we are on to our next ab exercise. I was trying to follow my guidelines, and I couldn't tell which phone I was supposed to be using. And this is real life, you guys. Not all the time is your setup and your stopwatches or your equipment going to be going as smoothly as you want, but that's okay. You just have to adjust and go with it. As you can tell, my timer went out on my phone, so I had to put in the passcode and figure it out because I didn't know where I was at. We are also doing hip dips, side-to-side plank holds. Make sure you're pulling your belly into your back, not completely touching your hip, but barely touching it. You don't want to put all of your weight down on a hip. Make sure you are bracing your lower back by pulling it in. That is super important into engaging your core. Moving on to our fourth plyo exercise, it is going to be fence hops. Again, really utilize that 15 seconds. It will do more for you than you think. When you do fence hops, make sure you are pressing down into the box with a rounded upper back. This is going to help stabilize you, so that way you are not putting extra strain on your shoulder girdle. As always, when you're hopping, quick on your feet. You're almost doing a rebound, stomach engaged, pushing down into that box. If that becomes too difficult to jump over, you can put your feet actually on the bench and find a slower rhythm. This is also an alternative you can do right from the beginning.
I'll give you my all. Yeah, I'll give you my all. I know you act like you don't need me. Tell me you can't stand me, but you never ever leave me.
And then we are going to do Russian twist. If you want to be a boss to make it more difficult, use a small weight and go back to back. You are going to be sitting on your bum, leaning backwards, balancing on your glutes. When you go side to side, we are really going to engage your intercostals and your obliques and your rectus abdominis. The more you twist your upper body, the more core engagement you are going to get. I like to alternate my feet because it just makes time fly faster in my mind. I play little tricks like that to make that minute go faster.
Complexion, why me eat it like a Reese's? Smoking conversation, now that we be on the repeat. She got her own watch to pull up in the two-suit. Tryna be an actress, always wanna make a movie. She be in the clouds, all the hindrance, so we groovy. Love to pick a brain.
Yep, that's right. We are ending with burpees and mountain climbers. Gotta love the pain, man. Push through this one. If, again, you feel uncomfortable jumping up on the box, you can do a normal burpee on the ground. If the mountain climber is too much, simply just do the burpee. Again, I want as many alternatives to push you guys to fit where your conditioning level is at. Be wary, your coordination might be a little off because your whole body is screaming for oxygen. And most importantly, when you go into a push-up position, make sure you are supporting your back by pulling your belly in. We do not want to sway back when you go down. Again, push through this one, you guys. Tell yourself how strong you are. It is your last plyo, so don't give in to the pain.
While I'm gripping on her booty, her body going ayo, 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 ayo. I think she from Diego, swear she hella fuego. And she don't ever really...
Woo! You guys made it. We are going on to our last ab exercise. We're going to do side planks. You can either hold the side plank for 30 seconds on either side, or to make it more difficult, you can do a side crunch. Make sure when you are doing the plank, your hips are lifting up the whole entire time to really engage that gluteus medius and all of your side obliques. If your hip is dropping, you're not going to get the full benefit of the exercise, so really focus on that.
Get to tripping on me. She understands she's special, she can always call me. When you need me, you can call me. I'm never too far. Like a soldier, I'll come marching right to where you are.
And you guys are finished. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you next time. Make sure to like and subscribe, and have a beautiful day, you guys.